Ow. Oh, oh, oh! Mmm. That was tasty. Welcome back all to Bex Squared Gaming. This is Scottish Bex's solo run. We are on day 11. And unfortunately there was a small glitch with the audio, and unfortunately for most of it there is not any sound games. We've put a little bit of music in just to compensate for that. It has been fixed for the other days going forward. But it's a lot of building. It's a lot of prepping on Horde. Let's see how we go. Okay, day 11. Oh, what are we doing? Where are we going? Okay, we still need to work on Horde base today, and we did a little bit of hunting around and getting things last time. Did get our next death, didn't we? Yes, season 2. Apparently we're on season 2. Week 2 death. So let's have a look. We need to think about continuing on definitely with a basic base for today. And then we can go forward with more. Yeah. So we were starting here with, yeah, that was what I was needing. Okay, and then I was putting that, okay. So need to definitely go put some things away, pick up some bits. And I think today really needs to be based on the Horde base. We desperately need to get work done on this. Oh, I'm out of stamina already. This is not a good start. Right, so is there anything else I want to pick up for working on the base? I don't think so. I think what I need, I'm really low on wood, and I don't think I have spare wood kicking around. Nope. So I think the first thing we need is to go on an expedition to chop down a quantity of wood that I know I'm going to call fuck ton. Oh, what a shot! Right, so let's have some water. What state are these trees in? 600, so we'll leave them. Where's my bike? I have a bike now. I have a bike now. Let's get a bike. Let's go for a wander. Let's get some of these trees out in the wooded area and go for a bit of deforestation. And yeah, I might jump ahead to once I've done it, unless anything really exciting happens for you guys, because I'm pretty sure. My bike. I had a bike. I know I made a bike. There it is. Because I know sitting literally, it's like watching paint dry, guys. So we'll see how it goes. If anything exciting happens, I'll do it. Otherwise, if you see me suddenly jump, you know it means that there was nothing exciting that happened while I was out harvesting wood. Okay, so I've got about 1,700 wood now. So we're going to come back. And I'm going to try and make a pickaxe, because I still don't have a pickaxe. I can't make a head torch because I still don't have the mod for it, as in learned the mod, but I can at least see if I can make a pickaxe, because the next thing we need after that really is cobblestone. I've got 700, so I can do about 70 different blocks, but that's still not a massive amount, given what I'm probably going to be doing here. So, need stone, and I'm going to need clay. Now, I think all my clay is down in the base, but I'm not worried about that because I'm digging out under the base anyway. So I don't know if I can make it, we'll find out. Okay, so let's pick up the leather. We've got that, we've got the wood and the duct tape. I made and put down somewhere. Excellent. Can't believe I managed to do that. I made it and put it down. Congratulations, Becky. You're a moron. Oh, I had some. I just couldn't see it. Okay. No comment. I make iron tools in general now. Does that mean I can get a iron shovel as well? Oh, score. 16. Excellent. I don't have enough iron to do, I don't think, an axe. But I don't need an axe right now. Fire axe is the last thing I'm not too stressed about. I'm out of forged iron though. I'm going to need to. Right. Let's get them going. Get my more forged iron. Yeah, I don't have any. Of course I don't have any wood. Why would I, you know, who needs wood? As much wood as possible for what I'm doing next. So. I'm low on iron, right? So the next thing we want to do is dig out down under here so that we can get enough cobblestone rocks, essentially. So I'm actually just going to start going with this, even though I don't have the better tools yet. So this is the base layer of the base, well, my basic base, my living base, not my horde base. And I just want to dig it out, and it's a good source to get some clay and other things for doing essentially cobblestone that I need to be doing for reinforcing the horde base. Right, so I'm not stressing about the floor. I'm just putting in the layer that I want at the moment. So, and that way I can reinforce properly before I move forward with this lower layer, so I don't have to dig out later. So. You have a horde. You have a horde. Hear that? Oh, look at that. I wonder if past us. Hi, guys. You want a party? There we go. There's one. Gonna run. He's down. Okay, let's get the bag. Ooh, what did we get? Poncho. Okay. Hey. And another loot bag. Hello! Not what I intended to click. They wander on this way. Yeah, I was going to say they've gone. So they never wander fully past. There's no point in just letting them wander because they never completely keep going. Nice. Can I have my arrows back, please? Oh, you're still twitching. Right, horde cleared. Well, that was a nice distraction. Just in time to let me have my shovel. we're going that way. Actually, we have a whack of... We don't have a whack of clay yet, so let's get more clay. Then we can start the cobblestone churning and cooking while we're doing other things. Well, that was not my intention. Let's get one of these in, just so the support for this side is in. So obviously my aim is to work on the horde base, but to do that, I need cobblestone. And the easiest way to get cobblestone is actually digging out the things that I need that's under this one. 2 bases, 1 stone. Well, hopefully a lot more than 1 stone, but you know what I mean. So, if we start setting... Wait, first thing we're going to need is more building blocks. We're going to need... Start them running. And then we're going to need cobblestone rocks running. Oh, my torch. Oh, crap. Now I need to make another torch. Well, god damn it. That needs to get buried down there. Okay. That's a start. So let's go. Let's go do that. Now, everyone has their own way of doing it. If I was in a group, this would be the base that we would use, design, and then we would have 4 sort of sides that come out of it. Because I am on my own, this is going to have to be done a different way from how I normally do them, which would be a trap-orientated build, really. Which makes me think of, what's the game called? I don't think I've got it sold right now. That it's based in, you get a horde night every night, and essentially in the evenings, basically you need to use traps to survive. You need to create like a labyrinth of traps that they have to go through. I'm trying to find the name of the game. Night of the Dead. I think it's being developed by 1 or 2 people. It's not a massively big game. It's still in... It's still in alpha. But I have played it. I played it actually when it first came out, and it barely had anything in it. And it was a great concept. And I have been... I haven't gone back to it recently, so I can't comment on what the current game is like. But it still has really positive reviews. And yeah. And it made me think of Horde Night every night in 7 days. That's really what it made me think of, to be honest. So I just need to get a really basic principle up for for Horde Night set 2. I'm not stressing about traps. I'm gonna probably beat most of them to death, so I'm not too worried about it at this stage. I think I just need to get something up. So 1, 2, 3. I'll need to go 2 more layers up. Okay, so that's this side. For ease, I do put stairs in, but at the moment I'm still just getting basics up, so we need to build up this side as well. Really could do with finding some steel and make my first hatch a steel one, but it's probably going to have to be iron, unfortunately, but we'll see what we do. This is going to be similar to a horde base that myself and American Bex did back in maybe Alpha 19. Don't know if we were streaming back then. Might have been. It might be one of the old streams, essentially. And we kind of channel it through. It kind of just creates a straight channel for them to sort of have to go through, that you lace with traps and, you know, all sorts, obviously. So the one we tend to build these days when there's two of us uses blade traps more than anything else, and the idea being that they stand in the blade traps while they're trying to get to you, and they still have to stand in it while they're trying to beat down the door, and that's the principle of it. But with demolishers, it doesn't contain the demolisher's blast. So the problem you have with that is that if you don't take a demolisher down quickly, the blast is not contained. Whereas if you create something like this, which is long and you can back through, if you get a demolisher that explodes, it takes out one portion and then you can keep backing up. It's also about access, in the sense of the way we do it with our standard bases when there's two of us on is we have obviously an entry in north, south, east and west, and as each wave comes in from each direction, you can change the door you go to. Now that's fine, but you know yourself, it doesn't always work that way. You'll still be fighting off one direction when another direction is coming in if it's just you, and I find that you'll suddenly get hit from behind as somebody's broken down a door, so it's better to go through this direction when you're running a single game. All right, so we need oh, yeah. Get the pole right side. Yeah. Oh nope, wrong thing, Becky. Rotate the block. Oh. I have debated expanding out the gap between to add a blade trap in, but I really think you need to do that. I think you can, but I don't think you need to. Ah, what are we out of? Cobblestone. Another 500 going. This is because I decided, I started building it and then realized I was building it in the wrong direction. So I don't want to be shooting towards my base. I want to be shooting away from it. This is where it gets complicated. So essentially, first hatch is going to go here. I'll put this one in for the moment. Then so many back, we have the next hatch, etc, etc, as I need to retreat. And in between, we have things that can damage. So I don't have the patience to stand and knock them down actually at the moment. So right, so for the moment, that certainly will do. This would need to be expanded out because obviously at this point is where I will do, I have stuff hit them before they even get to me, and but in the meantime, this is what we have to work with. I'm not going to overly stress this horde night. I need to basically focus on getting myself covered in because I don't want to get birds. I need a fallback position. I need 2 fallback positions just for safety for this horde. I also need to get a better hatch, but that was... If you're wondering why I'm leaving these empty, and that's because I have, when I finish, I'll have another row a few steps back that will have a trigger plate there that will trigger for zombies, and essentially will trigger a dart trap. So the dart trap will hit them in the head because it's at head height and continue on out, so it's not damaging the surrounding blocks. And the idea being that as they're standing here, obviously if I've put hatches here, as they're standing there trying to hit me or get through the hatch, they're being hammered by dart traps or turrets, depending on whether you choose a dart trap or a turret. And essentially, it means that obviously they would be the same here, but the point being, it just shoots through and it doesn't damage the building, so it leaves the space. And that has worked for us in the past. The other thing you can do for safety is actually put bars up. So it does act like a block, but the darts tend to go through the block. So they tend to go through the dart trap. So they tend to go through the space. So it's a bit safer. Now, obviously, you're going to have birds and things. One of the things I tend to do to carry, to deal with the... Oh, my wood. To deal with any vultures and things comes in, I tend to put a turret on the roof just to deal with any flying things. Right, where is that? I need more wood. Where's my bike? Did I leave my bike at the base? Why is my bike not showing up on my map? Like, seriously? I can get wood back from these, to be honest. Right, so let's dismantle these, and then that'll give me at least a bit more wood. Save me going out hunting again. I don't really need them anymore. I am going to have to put defenses, basic defenses around this one for wandering hordes, but other than that, I don't really need... Fucking screamer. I don't have my gun up. Don't know if that class is a scream. That was my first screamer. She did go to scream. Oh, she did. Bollocks. I cut the scream off, but I wasn't sure if it classed as one or not. Oh! Low on stamina, that's not good. Oh. That's why you need basic defenses, because you still get streamers and you still get wandering hordes. Ow. Oh, oh, oh! Mmm. That was tasty. Or there was another one. That was my first screamer for this set. That was interesting. Obviously, finally built up enough heat sink source to get myself a screamer. That'll be because I've got the forge going. That's not bad. That's got me the better part 700 wood, taking all that down. Okay, so let's decide we'll be dropping in here. That needs to come back out. Don't know why I reinforced that one. Wait, will I be dropping? The moment, probably. See, now I need to get back up top. Ugh. First one. So I need to put another layer in here at the back. And then this will be me for this horde, I think. Then we'll continue on with expanding it back a little bit further. The next one. Because you need to make the assumption that in the long run you're going to have demolishers. Demolishers take out portions of it, so... I actually prefer doing it underground, but because that way they can still drop in from above when the demolisher takes the portion out. And I might switch to that. I might switch to my underground layering one. I actually really like the underground one I used to do, and it's basically this but underground. And the principle being that as a demolisher blows it up and takes the portion in front out, because the problem is sometimes when the demolisher takes this, if he takes the connector out, that can be, so you're fine if the demolisher takes out other portions, but if the demolisher can take the connector out, sometimes then that stops them getting to you, and that can cause pathing issues for them then, and then, oh, you're in all sorts of chaos. And I might switch that. I might switch to my underground version. But to be honest, to do the underground one, you need the steel, because otherwise they just dig down to you. So, yeah. I'm out of cobble and I'm out of stone, so I kind of need to go do a bit more. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I think we're getting there. I'm feeling like we're getting there. I feel like I might actually be prepped for D2. Need another torch. Sorry, guys. I don't have a head torch yet, and I don't have the mod skill yet to make a head torch either, which is a nightmare. So I just need a torch. The advantages of everything that we're doing underneath the base is that so while we're using it to get all the cobblestone we want, it's also getting us it's also getting the base dug out and prepped the way I want it. So it really does sort of come in handy to do both at the same time, rather than randomly digging a hole somewhere. We've not had too much of an exciting day today. It has mostly been building, and I know that's not always the most exciting thing to do, but it is necessary, and it is a part of the game. It is an absolute required part of the game. And I've just realised I didn't have the game audio on for that whole session. I'm so sorry, guys. I have just realised I did not have the game audio on. You have not been hearing anything other than me talking. What I will do in the meantime then is put some music into the game to compensate for the fact that I did not have the game audio on. Well, it could be worse. I could have done it on a really exciting one like the Horde Night. Right, tomorrow's mission is water. We need more water. Water. I don't have any water. I need to go get water. That's it right there. Okay. Can't wait to get my head torch. This actually having to use torches is driving me crazy. Let's run this along here. Now I'm going to leave that one out, and the reason for that means I can go along and upgrade. Because I'm actually going to have to dig this section out to reinforce that to other things at a later date. So I really don't want to have to do that with everything, and that was just because I needed to put some stuff down, so I kind of just accepted that was the case. But just yet, I am out of cobblestone rocks. Take another 500. I'm running low on blocks, actually. So let's do the 500. Do you know what would be really handy? If you could reorder your crafting queue, like grab it and drag it, so you don't have to cancel it. A lot of building games or games that I've done before where you can build, you can grab and drag, so you can change the order in which you're crafting at. That would be really handy if you could do that in this one. So obviously I'm doing the floor above because I'm sinking it into the ground, and that layer there will disappear. And look at that, just from building. 3 levels today, just from building. And I haven't edited or changed the amount of XP you get. It is just what it is. Okay, so have a look. I really do need to get these skills going, so I'm going to do that. The more we're harvesting, the less we need to cut down and mine out, which will make life easier. That's my last war, and I really don't want to use it until I absolutely have to. Have anything else that I can use temporarily? I really am low. I mean, I've got a beer. It doesn't give you any water, it just gives you stamina regen. That gives you a little bit of water. Let's have that. Right. Oh, my coffee. We'll take my coffee. I realised I had some coffee. Let's do that. Actually get some proper storage going shortly. So this is the line along there, that's the line along there. So let's take out the weights in the roof so that it can support more as we go, so it's less likely to collapse. Need to work on where I'm putting my stairs down as well. Which I think I'm probably going to keep on this side just because I've already been coming down this way, which means it's familiar to me. That is cool. No wonder we're getting... I was wondering why we were getting gravel, because you don't normally get gravel randomly unless you're in the desert. It normally is part of the ore sets. So, usually if you hit gravel, it means you're close to ores. What we kind of want to do is put a hole in the middle here. Get it supported. Okay, so we're coming up for the end of day 12. We have got a bit good start on the horde base. We have got a good chunk of this now dug out underneath, which is going to allow me to go forward and progress, getting things set up properly. And again, apologies for the audio glitch, guys. And there we go. Day 11 has finished. Day 12 is dawning. And I've got a few bits and pieces to do before the end of, or before the horde night. Just literally just finished that little bit off. We're kind of getting there now. We have the bits and pieces that we need. So I think it's time to stop this part here and pick up next time. Thank you very much for watching all, and if you have enjoyed yourself, please do give us a like and a subscribe. It really does help the channel, and we will see you next time, guys. Bye.